Welcome, everybody. Today, we're going to do something really special. We're going to take that standard product pitch, the one you've probably given 100 times, and we're going to totally transform it into a high-powered machine for recruiting partners. So let's dive right in.
Now, I'm here to lay out the strategy, but the real magic, well, that comes from someone who's actually been in the trenches. I want you to meet Allie. She has absolutely perfected the art of turning a room full of prospects into an army of sales partners. It's a lot simpler than you think, really. See, most people are out there pitching products. We're going to show you how to pitch a profitable business opportunity. And trust me, that is the real game changer.
And we've actually built this for you as a 3-act play. First, we're going to forge an offer that's just irresistible. Then, you're going to learn to master the stage. And finally, you will close the deal right there on the spot. By the time we're done, you'll have the complete blueprint for what a true win-win partnership looks like. Okay, listen up, because this one idea is the key to literally everything else we're going to cover. Before you even think about writing your pitch, you have to burn this into your brain. You are not there to sell a bottle or a box or some service. You are there to sell a money-making machine to your future partners.
That's it, exactly. And to pull that off, we need to engineer a very specific emotional journey for everyone in the room. It all starts with resonance, making them feel like you totally get them. Then we give them an experience with the product. That in turn leads to greed for those juicy commissions, which is followed by a powerful fear of missing out, what we all know as FOMO. And that's what drives them to take instant action. Every single step we build today is designed to move them right along this path.
All right, let's get into Act 1, and I cannot stress this enough. Your pitch is won or lost long before you ever open your mouth. It is all about the bait you prepare. A killer offer makes the selling part feel easy, but a weak offer? Well, even the best speaker in the world is going to fail with that. Now, what's so interesting here is how this one shift changes everything. See, when you sell a product, you talk about features and specs, but when you sell an opportunity, you're talking about profit margins, how easy it is to sell, and market demand. Your potential partners, believe me, they don't care about your special ingredient list. They care about their bank account. Okay, this is my secret weapon for the first 60 seconds. It lets you connect instantly. You start with the chaos that everybody in the room already knows. All the confusing, low-quality stuff out there. Then you share your own frustrating story with it. This makes you so relatable, and that's when you introduce your product. Not as just something, but as the solution, the savior. And finally, you invite them to join you on a mission to fix this broken market. And just like that, you've turned a boring sales pitch into a crusade. So once you have their hearts, you can't confuse their minds. Simplicity is absolutely key here. Don't show them your whole catalog of 10 products. Just pick one hero product that's easy to understand and basically sells itself. And for those pricier items, you've got to reframe the cost. This example says it all. For the customer, it's like buying a coffee a day. But for your new partner, it's a massive immediate commission. That is the only math they need to be doing in their head. Okay, here comes the fun part. The greed part. You need to create a contrast that's so stark, they can't possibly miss it. You tell them your standard commission rate is, let's say, 15%. But then you drop the bomb. For everyone in this room right now, if they sign up today, they get a special VIP rate of 30% for the next 3 months. The message is crystal clear. Act now or you're literally leaving a huge pile of cash on the table. This is how you create that powerful FOMO we were talking about. All right, your offer is forged. It's irresistible. So let's move into Act 2 and see how this all comes together on stage. It's time to perform. And listen, we're not talking about some stiff corporate presentation. We're talking about dynamic, high-energy engagement that gets people excited. Yeah, you've got to forget that boring PowerPoint voice. You need to be more like a passionate vendor at a market who genuinely, truly believes they have the best thing in the entire world. Be relatable, use a little humor, maybe even poke fun at yourself. Just connect with them like you're talking to friends. Your energy is contagious. If you're excited about the money they can make, I promise you, they will be too. This is exactly how you control the energy in the room. You create what's called a yes ladder. You just start with simple questions that everyone will agree with. Who here wants to make more money with less effort? Just raise your hand. Who's tired of products that don't deliver? Not if you agree. By the time you get to your main proposal, they are already in a pattern of agreeing with you. It's a classic sales technique. And you know why? Because it works every single time. Okay, now for a classic psychological trigger, the price anchor. Before you even whisper a word about what something costs, you have to establish its value. You need to build that value up so high in their minds that when you finally reveal the price, it feels like an absolute steal. So you get up there and you say it with confidence. You say, this exact package sitting on a department store shelf right now has a price tag of $5,800. And then you just pause. You let that number sink in. That's your anchor. That is now the perceived value of what you're offering. And then you deliver the knockout punch. But for you to become a partner with us today, your investment is zero. You don't buy any inventory. You hold zero stock. You have zero risk. The difference between $5,800 in value and $0 in cost is so huge, it makes the decision to join feel completely obvious. Okay, the energy in the room is high. The value is crystal clear. Now for the final act, closing the deal. This is where you convert all of that excitement into immediate, real-world action. You have to make it incredibly easy and compelling for them to pull out their phones and do it right then and there. This is my 3-part closing sequence. It works like a charm. First, you put a giant QR code up on the screen. Scan this right now to add the product to your store, and I'll give you a full-size one for free. It's an instant reward. Second, for anyone who buys the product from their own store today, we'll give you a 50% cash rebate. This gets them to actually experience the sales process immediately. And third, to wipe out any last bit of doubt, we make them an unbeatable promise. And this right here, this is the ultimate safety net. A statement like this removes every last ounce of fear. You are showing such incredible confidence in your product's ability to sell that you are personally taking on all of their risk. At this point, you've basically made it illogical for them not to sign up. So, the pitch is done, people have signed up, but guess what? The job isn't over. The presentation is really just the beginning of the relationship. Now you have to deliver on the promise of a true win-win partnership. And this is your value proposition to them moving forward. You're not just giving them a product to sell. You're offering something that's a proven winner with high conversion potential. You're guaranteeing fair and transparent commissions. You're showing them how your customer bases overlap to create a synergy where, 1 + 1 equals way more than 2. And so importantly, you're providing them with all the marketing materials they could ever need to succeed from day one. And the final critical step is to immediately welcome them into your community. Guide them straight into a private group where they can get support, grab marketing templates, find images, and just get encouragement from you and other partners. This is how you turn that initial excitement into consistent, long-term sales and build a truly thriving partner ecosystem. So, there you have it. The playbook is all here. The question really isn't how to do it anymore. It's, are you ready to make that fundamental shift?
Are you ready to stop just selling items one by one and start building a powerful network of partners? The opportunity is sitting right in front of you.